Final y dy ultima has y who ho say bras, ha y, I say, and why he can't ha the last word, had then x, y his, but b, z women's has, last word the i's dy, z war. Huh. Definitely. Is wise. How man God's image, that is dominion over Paulos mexpoos spinas. Imagine, power derived from understanding everything godlike and God me. Why do I need laws? Tricked by someone, Mexicooked unto fuckbrain, that no one else could. Imagine, evil minds forms of nothing. Cannot discern where and what penis, they're not Mexicantwhy. Learns animal husbandry, eggs from woman probably killed for this purpose, add some manjas, mix in cow, voila, humans or whales too. Does it work? Try it out, I never have, so unsure if. I would think so, and if not, a chained in dungeon fat women or something similar. Time is not that many years. 1 lifetime to 4 generations, start with 50 couples adults. 12 years later, 50 times 10 children per couple to 500, and some 12 years later, depends on some factors but could 5,000, and another 12 years later, maybe 50,000. There is a generation not yet utilized to get there if not. I am mayor, a small of. You see winky face a town, yay. Way, I tell them I am God then, may whore listen up. What I say goes and hoes with more. Convincing because yeah, way, now even though I say less. There are some things, better that I would have someone do, make the reglas of the mind. Believe this, and that change the development of the mind, by where is, penis go, there, for reals? And sure, and what, I have to learn? Compete for, your place, among the others who win by, able to, dominate them and teach the future lessons of, that society is pretty fucked up. Mistaken sometimes because so many tricksters, say Iliad. And Oedipus especially, oh no, I killed father and fucked my mom, is fate. How is that ever possible? Not without that, and that the template, why ever only possible, BTW and tragicals. Oh no, those are not girls and song kills me, why is he trying to eat us, and we lost, and journey. After, Trojan war and horse, be full, they think it's a gift, from who? Oh no, Helen too. But she is not, she likes Paris, go. But they way is war, why? This is Paulos, brain of that is defeat, and we down and who is fucking me? And reverse that. Fuck those mutterfucks, I will murder you, Paulos, and the war is on. Tear is because Paulos locos, stupid then? Trick human, and now I, only human and the last of? Them, they will win if you think they. Stop because they, what? That butt fucked. Immunity from shame and guilt because all to this day lived within because now something is different. Paulos always still loco by Mexicanta values family and friends DFBI. Agent Boink, the whole boys very young. Oh how you did in this history and most complete and comprehensive analysis of the connections between the past and present. Happy birthday. Yachtish is cake, I am Chef Derv. Why, no one wants to eat it anymore, because I didn't know Mexico, and oh, can, cuntas, hungry eyes. Okay, here it is, cake and recipe for bake yachtish. I lied. Boinked, why this wears. So poos why, maybe adopted, or our calls why I kills father, is why. I kills so many know why I fucks on mom, is why I bewares. Oh, wax and scepters. I has sons with. How many years after I figures that was, dad and. So why remember a name? Remember the name, remember the love I called you? Remember I called you. And you didn't answer. Maybe. And. All I know is that the Alamo is really small. Lenny. Unforgiven. How hoey-hos would moo do? Kill 'em all. Vindication, by vindictiveness, how for, or justice. Why I worse than last of I the end of my scene last. Well, why hoes implore all want kills on. E is for. Why us 2 men because how ho, got hit in her, ho face. 1 man, smacked 1 hoey ho. And how ho, got the uglies to her, ho face. Even I understand that. No, same here. Helen also who kidnapped the queen. That part is oh my king. Will start so wars at home. Clear out that mess is Armageddon. The parents of Odysseus finds, not then themselves king and queen somewhere close, but be not where they were. After, the Iliad is the return journey first, then war. Makes that more if not then Sophocles adds, Mom, who does clean up nice? Is nice her tiara. Clint and company revenge for the hoe group of hoes for one hoan. Or Derv and money. Gets 3 of them. And Ned is dead too, do not murder. And Clint kills off a whole bunch, almost the entire town, and 2 he promises to more revenge, if. Why America is fortunate enough for all of that justice. Is it too much justice? No, spread it all, lay it on thick and pour out the entire jar, is how peanut butter sandwich is made. Then, Paris everything. Helen is about trick this and trick you. Then rest of history, and almost never can get back to at least then, until the last few hundred years, 2 really maybe. Because people would, stupid always to be against slavery, and switch babies. Kidnap then, nuts but sandwich, fight is holes 3. Yes over that part, her is my baby. What can a judge say? Trick it back and then nonsense as precedent and cannot be precedents of importance, because you can repeat that process, because who knows what something like that will ever again even. Oh then, maybe probably not. This project could never lead to anything important. Why women should just be sucking dicks to shut their home mouths. I say now, smack 3 times when Jesus said twice, that was the least. For, to I let someone know, and especially all women. My intentions is to smack you across face, bring it back and once more time, if you are not looking in the right direction, to get you there. The fall of mankind from wherever paradise. And one rule? Is don't do this. What groupos do right the fuck now. And they do. Gets kicked out of paradise, as everyone murders each other after groupos piss off everyone else, and everyone does groupos too. And that was them, Adam and Eve. Near that middle where East has a 50,000-year history, maybe did have a fairly decent advanced knowledge and civilization, and first to humans, to actually development to the God's image. Africa, because this is the sense of groupos that will kill off entire populations. Maybe groupos will when groupos splinters to factions, and what the result of that is war. Rereading list. Odyssey and Iliad. Oedipus, at least by Sophocles, mom gets fucked by son, the king and later, colonists. Antigone, I would have read these, I don't remember the rest, really. Homer's too? Not sure. Oh, this is the epic. Story after go the Iliad is 4 words, Troy, their ex, or see rest of the pre-Trojan War. Ulysses Yule why I say oh this possible, O-U-S, grants, oh the you really, stop, names Odysseus. And oh is this Homer, Yule why I says, oh this sea, is only, fucks on mom, peoples. Not like they so oh no say. Oh kill. I jam, E.S. Joyce novel. To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf is just a random book. I would have read it, don't remember, how's only that it was written modern. Greek literature is, men are better than the gods in their actions and intentions, if only, by, that the gods are fairly crazy moo, the also moo. But then mistaken coup, hois forms men's intentions, to endeavor as humans. The Germanic mythology is the Roman gods when becomes their own, which are the Greek gods doesn't or does really capture the essence of the whole story. And the Germanica does become spiders, were why I call them the wall peoples. The only ones that wars, to keep enemies at bay, from the east maybe west. Why, certain Islamex Kosis might find another similarity, and Iselmex at his, could find themselves, a kindred spirit. Definitely worse off. Because Germanica kept sacking Rome. Incorporates Islam's Aztec, and wars somebody fighting Pyre me head dia, but if, whenever, turns their way east, west, north. Says sir, fuck you. So you this bitch where I ever err. Nowhere is where here. North by myself. Why I would do, cast all the stones at your heads, and then rocked the entire world. Who only to then this, can only ever err, and only with rock mind could keep carrying on, should be, also more and more convictions. Women are always and forever Sonny Corleone, maybe easier to negotiate with than, why would that ever be? Probably easier to convince Vito, than kill Vito, and find Sonny receptive, too, never mind. Who thinks? Athena is the namesake, the Athenian, Greek, that is, competitor to DFBI or successors, not that, I think. Because they can understand, sensible and rational and normal. Because Socrates and Plato. This is proof, certain to be certain. If Athenian anything like DFBI could never have been able to clarity to logical. Air, that wasn't Greek, who did, isn't. Why Greeka not the alphabet? That? Who is there? There, then rocked and wars to kingdom come, is Plato eggs, a faction of Mexicasa rule Finreg completes the how take the power from, this breakfast the biggest empire. Is to play it again same. It was fine in that middle west for a short time, when things were simpler. Now, we have this, complicated. Junior can say ow and women grupo of wife of, will not say that and W'nfell is, you have to play and get ready to game day, every day. The time for game time W'nfell is always, no ow. Why, Junior cannot NFL is. Medical experts versus women even when 100 years ago who knows where the expertise is with. Look the better grupo. Maybe American first to grupo women and changes the world. Of course, why people try is to equals y, e, s fuck you, the all those changes. Now it is different and women are unable to what that requires to do today. To them technical, science and math is on, too logical. Why isn't choo-choo's trains SS not, the ever, evil, and just not see much there, IR to say, no otherwise about much about the other instruments, in the concentrates hun, canthas you of, though holocaust of, there, kill why millions of people, eyes. I so that is, what woman do. Say they one woman even to this thought's day, when a woman entered the academic discussion in the written, for thus first time in political exposition, right said something very different, all that banal, and what I said is, counts house, then focus this. What she said, why and Y would never say anything like, what she said about and why she should. Seth, mom do that is what Evir why those Cain said. This is time to kill, everyone must kill fuckheads or else. Fuckheads will kill you. Bible, I got you all version. To find 1.6 to 8, for nonetheless about the women. That is the agreement based on fuckheadery rules. The why kill list, me.
Auprès de moi appel erreur tuelle.
Call where I can justifiably murder everyone. Gunshots tet head. Calles where I shoot at you with gunshots in the streets, because the entirety, is the crime that you cannot. Suspects for considering placing on kill list. So hoes. Buys. Brings end of world. I am trying to find an amicable solution here and what I known about solution is always same. Juice for men and women? Hell, okay. Maybe reverse this too serious. And women are right. God says destruction of. Americans didn't get it right, Forrest ran, and Jenny isn't the same as boy crazy. Whatevers. This what Mexican says. And women too. So let's go. Why I did Revelations anyways. We this close. That is two different reasons combined. And one is enough. Biblical. Why mine isn't, book I. That Paris Barrow is what I that book I'd says. And finally, I complete my one novel meaning of life and end. Same key conclusion, applies there. First time I ever realized Armageddon, Helen, the Mexicant historic. Continues women's studies. Lady Justice must be done by the blind ladies like Helen Keller. That is why Miss, carriage, and men open the door and inside, is why that is justice, otherwise not, and is not justice when miscarriage. Ex-wife was always smacked to my face after she insisted on driving about why is she driving and where that place. what to wear by herself and I didn't, and what the hell. This takes place ages 2 to 7 when the penis can brain a boy person properly in the egg preparation to become the simply H, is the development Mexican too. The instructions penis simply reaches the brain in the penetration of the penis to the brain of the boy via boy's ACH something along those shafts with constant contact. Why not someone else, don't say. Unspeakable then, and then unimaginable for anyone not. Oh, then me? Not Athens, Athena, and Helen, his story from others to place that somewhere not there, but there instead. Then nuns might have said or not said anything importantly, some stories and I colors with crayons, nuns say literally. So cray is unimaginable and learned. Women, what to do withs. Done and I banged out the homework assignments. Hundreds bang, bang. Men's mind, when science and math is an obsessive and compulsive process to set the possible horizon of the universe that can be meaningfully understood, to find solid ground where there is inescapably linked relationships between like, and then, and this, and plus and subtract, and to remove any and all doubt that this structures the observations that is made, when is then categorized to discern unique patterns. Of that observed is filtered through information where that is entirely the 4K video of his eyesight. Filters into memory of what is important and could be something odd and remember that and not the moments before or the moments after. And what sets the rules of this filter? Why is that day important to be remembered and not any of the intervening days and months? Never mind, this is hell and times and where the horses, where this then, if not somewhere, your moom XY I got horsefuck, USC, see Trojans that was FBI BTW. And Armenians. Maybe. Oh, Turkey and Armenians yes. Belong together is of course the story. Armenin, you go get what belongs together is a journey to, first step really if untold as a necessary, somewhere Turkey. And your moom ate all that. Next course. Or asterisk write it. I lied. And when was the launch date? You fuck ask NASA or JPL or SpaceX. This information from all that news seed I did. I pooed this. Abbreviation. I Publix announcements this. Thank you very. This is Space Odyssey. After what a launch and this her, the ball of the ball when she and her, she with ate all that is her all ass and round at launch date. The gravitational inertia to balls her, couldn't have overcome her. That all form her. Wraps it all up from XY is cointhes and karma forces. Maybe answer there. And isn't that I guarantee, I Burger King. Jenny is K is J-Lo now, that was Mexico's. I met her somewhere here, I was in Memphis at Graceland Alamo and Muddy Waters Nothings and Athens and New Orleans. Somewhere I met your moom there XY sense is all of that. It is then to the was, explains Lenny Small really. Mice. Explains why, same explains, grammar plural mois is mice, and all I know. Lenny and another expresses a similar sentiment, and this is where the logical of where difference of, shows where this would not pass rigor of formal logic where to this conclusion. Is Pharaoh smart? Got you. Wrath of grapes. Is why nots, because that page of 20 lines of what the fuck? Cliff. Is how Cliff. So, watch out for that. Chapter, Pub like this, muchacha. Poo is the word, woes is where's worries where's, as so much suffers, where Mexico's Christians, is not the sonos of poo. Esto es erg, and the poo are as silent. Poo is Nazi is the program, for all those in Nazi training. Poor Mexico's, womena of Mexwicos very fat, Mexico's hombres all, and otras women as too with, trains very hard, like this, and, arg, in the poo is program. Where you see me, see him, or see her, and this is forms to the grupos, the CI program for poo is CI watchers, and the Nazi program when Poor or silent is mex y cos grammars. They's the medicine bitch. Why? Gramos. R is silent. Fucking dicks. Listen or read and comprehend. I addy Japanese for Jedi forms. That green is. Motherfucks, I know he Jedi not. Yoda is forms Jedi. Fucking bitches. English grammars same. Por is plurals, trans sont and plurs, all of lates. When por and r is silencio solamente siempre, esto is just airs through Grand Canyons, silence poo. That is always fictix Mexicans, as if but. Poo is always silent. USA is, where por poo's the loudest. These Oliver Mex boys then, Mex dorks now unreals. Let me in. I be in, I am in. Ridiculous is that sense. Por and r is loud and poor plural, and not silent, and opposite that is loud is English grammar. The English of India's might loudest, purr. Anne, I hears different, we sirs, purr people sirs. Mixa don't though, no apoy. And hand do too, poo is do too, and hand two wipes into, and already a poo is more poo or grammar adds er to the end, than poor. Then. Yes, and yes sirs. How can I help you, sir? And they all say every n theys adds the to the every n English of India's deuce. Please do sirs, I please guilty to that. Makes Mahatmas look more shit is why. More and mas or more and more is more sirs and sure, more shit more sir as I know Oliver. Fucking dork mex boy. Or that the most tis and stops he gone thee. Non-violence is he a packy, then say that motherfuck. Him do K ran. Why you do same Hindu language and the code name is that you're do or do. So, watch out for that. Logo's demise reminds of Crete and linear A, word y traced to Latin, to send from. Latin is piggy lots and what the still that appears appeases my expectation. Done. Just you play too much, I call Greeks. Or I play too. I go to so many and I didn't pledge ever. And whatever about pig Latin things. L will call it pig Latin as encompasses all of that. Those pig Latin topic pigay Latin gay things. To uninformed is that Latin is created by adding gay to end of every, so pigay Latin gay. Whatever evidence of I have said, and I happen to be saying interesting or expert. I say others too have made this conjecture? Sure. Could be something for, and this could be what? First like things about knowledges like someone else said, important to you? Pi ga y latinos ga y particularly as so. Proto-Pis is chronologia gonosi y pieces capo is allow, semantica ya epa Goke? Latin as ka. Pawai? Idiotera pigati goes poo wears. Helen is silencio Pis. This is then a prior I creates the as ever expansion of, as by, this universe. Deduces JS where I be, creates feathera, in time is, same I, canmex, from the first law of thermodynamics, where this is so, only trues. Truly then I has where arrows of time too, then the rest to me, Shakespeare, not. All I know of, this would be, from, let there be light. Makes all see is all I know of this, letter C and is light or. Cianthus would be of az takes as mex y cos, so lose. Oh, how pigays I mex all of, what I said. UNSES's novelas do so hose means dick and the hose where not my line. As o tell o my hose do this and that, is one of they ho line noi mine. Mine makes four, me not them's like. Poo is also Pui's work and Pui's can better service and watch Poo is code word for secret and silence. Videos and DVDs. Patriots craft the BJ Pui's surveil is undercover Pui's work, and if others for Pui's volunteers then they is called CI. Learn sensitive sources to work and discussions of D's earlier and Pubiles is not protocol. Or else this earns ire of Pui's, the constipation of Pui's, every FBI, to down locals and cannot do, when the pool is with Mexwicos, that is when do is Montezuma's revenge. Which is not in a sense the same strict concerns as Mexico's, but is looser, is then. The Mexico's pollution. Opposes when poise does hard work with strict enforcement is the means. When is I am of one singular mind is when one is alls is who I cans does all of this. Is my way. How is shit talks. Go on wide for win. As the gapes the wind begins training for cha-cha una muchacha to cha-cha-cha. Muchachas balls dance a lot by air and grins and grinds and Mexicans. Bailando by air. He instructs his partner for the cha-cha competition. And she is out of breath already, and that was beginning days of dance training, and a lot adds another cha and learns the cha-cha-cha. Ball dance or ballroom dance, and many of that is balls dance. There is at least 2, plus more of course. From her perspective, I danced and she remembers now the present is literary artistic choice. She smiles and balls does. The Mexican dances, plural, is I danced. Mastery of fucking why she t is mad, why's I do dance instructions. That she too much lose to win. Yoo-hoo. Mexicancas girls. Oh yes, better cha-cha. Mucha-cha, oh no, oh highs. Oh yes, cha-cha best. Cha could be, prize is Korean cha maybe. Cha is Korean word for car or the puntos is for a pinto, and Thaisby plays for, has been must be ends, de nada ladies. Beans, huh? I don't know what you playing for. You tell me hoes. Huh. That was racism BTW. How she? Gremos also cliffs. Llamas what that might have been, oh to all much competition. Letter C Mex the tragedy of the. Yes dies, were those eyes too. Mex my stickin', babies girls why. Oh hoes miss, tucku. Is I be moo, cow moo dears let's hear yes. Plats, kindy you shop. I the y's. Trala la la dies. Oh so why eyes, buys these ends.